Well, hello peeps, how are you? Hillbilly Halfwit. This is later on in the day where I take my dogs for a walk. Been tailing lambs all day today. And it's a bit overcast. And boy, some mad stuff going on in the world, isn't there? Mad stuff going on in the world. Well, I did this video earlier on today about that Afghan thing. If you haven't seen it, go and have a look. And basically, I've done a few videos over the last month and I found out that most of the stuff that happens during the parliamentary recess. So anything spy-wise happens during the parliamentary recess, and then they don't, because there's no MPs there to ask, it all gets brushed under the carpet, and that's what's happening here. So basically, if you never saw the whole video, there was 12 billion allocated for illegal migration in 2025. Was it 25 or 26? In Hansard, which was it's the book in the House of Commons, and that was there about a month ago. And when I went to have a look yesterday, that had all disappeared and been rewritten or removed, which is against the law, really. So somebody has removed that, and then obviously that money had been allocated to pay for the 7 billion that is going to cost to rehouse these migrants. Well, these people that were working in Afghanistan. Now, from what I saw, they said there was going to be up to 100,000 people coming here, including their families. So when we looked into it earlier in that video, I looked and it was only about 5,000 people who were actually eligible to come. So their families are trying to come as well. So what has happened in between is that they put out this call and just random people just applied out of the blue. And that's what's happened. Now these people are taking the government to court now. So we're going to pay them out huge payments as well. You'd have to laugh lest you go insane, wouldn't you? You have to laugh or you go insane. It's we are in some kind of mad world. And also, Mr. Starmer has signed a deal with Germany now and the EU. So basically, we're attached to all their net zero rules and carbon credits. So that is obviously why farming is being pushed into doing this thing. Regarding the Welsh SFS scheme, I don't know if you've seen the nitty-gritty of it, but it said it was only being funded for 12 months for the farming part of it. But if you're planting trees, it's funded for 5 years. So how does that work, eh? So if you create food for the population, it's seen as nothing. But we are in some mad world. We have got some really crooked people in charge. And I don't know if any of the Welsh Assembly are going to the Royal Welsh Show this week, but here's my call out to people. Go and fucking chuck eggs at any of them you can see. If you see them there, go and buy 6 or a dozen eggs, chuck the fucking lot at them. And make sure to leg it afterwards. There's no point. There's no point messing around trying to get anything off these people otherwise, because they're just ignoring it. The only thing that was working with protesting was when the farmers originally in Wales started doing it outside the Labour offices in their areas. Tractors was just turning up randomly and standing outside the Labour AM's office, and they could not stand it. They could not stand it. They were getting results then. They were pissing these people off, but the NFU got involved and stopped that happening then. So my suggestion to all you farmers who are still protesting, and there is some good groups still doing it, go back to the old tactics. Get your tractors outside them Labour offices where them people are. That's what I suggest. The only way they'll listen as if they're forced to listen. Sorry, that screen's gone off again. Now, God, this fern has, I know I said this yesterday, this has grown in the last few weeks. So, the only way is to play them at their own game. You've got to start making things awkward for these people, because they're not going to listen otherwise. That is a fact, and that is a fact. You've got to be as awkward as you can be. Absolutely as awkward as you can be. And when everybody started protesting outside of them Labour AMs and MPs' own what they call them, surgeries, they couldn't handle that. They could not handle it. And then the NFU stepped in and stopped all that, because the NFU is working on their side and is actually working with them. And they will have you believe they aren't, but they are all in there. They're designed to stop a proper protest that will do anything, because they're part of a union, a Labour union. So that's why it's next to fucking useless. And most of us have realised that. In my 52, 53 years on this planet, the NFU has done nothing. Absolutely nothing. It's never done anything for small farming, as I can see. I can't remember anything it's actually done that's affected or helped any small farmers. It's they should be just saying no, we don't agree to any of it, but they're busy arse licking the Welsh government, and now they're going to arse lick Plaid Cymru, and Plaid Cymru are going to go in there and they're going to do the same fucking thing as they did before. And if you haven't looked at these things, what's going to happen at the next Welsh election is that Reform are going to get the biggest party, and because it's proportional representation, these Plaid Cymru is going to be second, Labour will be third, and then Plaid Cymru will join with Labour to get the most votes, and the Liberals. So even if the Conservatives and Reform join, it makes 40 AMs, I think, if I remember correctly, but there's a lot more Labour and Plaid Cymru ones. So it's designed to keep anybody else out, and people should realise this is fixed. Now in the UK now, Starmer is actually doing a similar thing where they're going to give votes to 16-year-olds. So these lunatics brainwash them in school. And in Wales what they do is at 14-year-old they start to teach you about politics, basically brainwash you. And then when you hit 16 they send you all the literature for the one party. That's what happens after they brainwashed you. Very much like the Hitler Youth did years ago. But you can't expect any more than that off these people. They're wrong uns, and that's all there is about it. And it will end in their demise, because I think lots of people are seeing this. Lots of the young people can see it themselves, how they're getting hammered with everything. And they're just making themselves look worse. That's what I think anyway. So, like I said, best thing that could happen to them Labour MPs or ministers if they go to the Royal Show is pelt them with eggs. Don't worry about it. Just go and buy a box of eggs, pelt the fucking lot of them. Because as I've seen from what happens to Farage, nothing happens when they do it to Farage. They just let them get on and do what they want. So that's Gaza today. Oh, I got my baler ready yesterday. Baler's working fine. But do you think I can get my wrapper working correctly? I had a burst pipe and the electrics wasn't working. So it was a bit of a pain, that thing, been the last couple of years. I've been meaning to get the block off, but it's not a very nice job. There's a valve block and one of the slices needs sorting out, but it's a twat of a job to get it off. So I'm contemplating doing that before starting the harvest, to be honest. There's some nice wettish weather has brought the fields back to life a bit, thankfully. And we've got a good crop here. It's just, because my McHale wrapper, the HS2000, is all automated, when that one slice that turns a turntable around doesn't turn the brake on properly, it fucks up the whole operation. So that's the one that makes it not work out correctly every year, so it needs to get sorted. So I couldn't face it anymore today, so I've just been tailing lambs today. So there we are. So that's the one for today. If you haven't seen my earlier video, I recommend going and have a look at it about how that secret operation has been going on and how they hid all that money. Because they're not recommending my stuff on YouTube at the moment. And even I posted it on Facebook, and it's not even be allowed to post, even letting them people post it on Facebook. Even on one of the sites, 20 is not plenty, it always goes on there, but it's not even letting them put it on there at the moment. So, oh, but by the way, also, one of the people who watch my videos has sent me an email regarding something else. It's a bit out there, but I'm going to have a look into it, because you never know, do you? So they're mentioning a person who may well have been, how can we put it, an acquaintance of Mr. Starmer years ago. I'll just leave it at that. So if I do a video randomly about a person, I won't mention anything else, you might well guess who it's about. Please comment, rate and subscribe. All the best. Gaz.